Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. Happy Thursday. I feel like this is the most earned Thursday in a really long time. Like, I earned this bitch.
I agree, and I hate to be like one of those people in one of those shows that like talk about the days of the week so much as we've
Which,
been
by the
doing.
way, it's all we do this week.
It's all we do this week because every time you say good morning, millennials, it's blank. Like, I'm so fearful you're going to get it wrong.
Oh, by the way, because I get everything wrong.
It started because on a Monday you
said it was a Friday. And just color me hopeful, okay?
Yes, I understand.
It is a beautiful Thursday here in New York, and it is a coincidental Thursday because Jackie and I showed up in the same shirt. I can't believe actually this hasn't happened more, just given the fact that pretty much I only live in my own merch.
I only live in Toast merch.
This is the Old English shirt. I'm wearing it in black. Jackie's wearing it in white.
The white is a new color that we just launched. It's available at shopmorningtoast.com.
I actually like my white better, but it's laundry day. And the back has the toast on it.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't mind us in our little QVC moment. It's Old English toast in the back, black and white. You can wear it as a dress. Jackie's wearing a large as a dress. Sadly, I'm wearing a large as a shirt because that's just the way life works.
No, this is really my favorite outfit to wear, like some variation of Toast merch, boots. It's the easiest thing in the world. Today I threw on a headband and all of a sudden I have a brand new look.
No, by the way, can you just take back what you said about headbands?
Yes.
Oh my God, okay. Me, Jackie, and Margo were in LA. We were all in our hotel room, and Jackie's just like going off on about how girls who wear headbands have no style.
I didn't say girls who have headbands. I said girls who wear that headband.
Oh,
the one with the knot at the top. I was just like, I said something really mean, and I'm gonna take it back.
Okay, thank you. Oh my God.
Take it back.
Because I wore a headband twice this week, and I thought I looked so cute both days.
I love
and it's
no,
great
I
for
like
when my hair isn't done.
I like when you wear it with a bun because you just look like a bebe. And
True Thompson.
She's True Thompson. I think it's a sweet look on you.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you could offer a retraction for your offensive statements.
But I didn't make the statement on the show, so no one knows that I had said it.
No, but it's
and
just like you rolled in today wearing a headband looking super cute. I'm like, oh, the nerve.
But also, I said it about that headband that's not at the top, I just want to say. Not about these thick headbands, but I really have to thank the Snatcher because she got me a really nice headband for my birthday. And just started me on this headband kick. So thank you, Snatcher, for proving me wrong. Also, thank you, Snatcher, for uploading today's episode of The Snatcher and being so vulnerable.
Yes, Margo. And you know what? I was there for the moment where Margo like had a breakdown at the TPG Awards, but I didn't really know the full extent of it. Like, I guess I didn't even realize that she left super early and alone because of this whole thing. So she talks all about it. She got so much hate on Monday night for her outfit.
I was there for the breaking point, and like she kind of took it out on me because she left me in the bathroom alone. Oh. And like she was just walking ahead of me, and I'm like, Counselor, wait up. And luckily, someone stopped her to take a picture with her, so I had time to catch up to her. But listen, because you know what? It's like, you think the Snatcher is so strong. She's a girl who has it all going on, and most of the time she is, but like, and she calls them keyboard warriors. You probably don't think that it's you who's doing it, but like, anyone who messaged, just listen to the episode.
Yeah, honestly, she made a really good point about how she knew people were making fun of her outfit because her Instagram story had more shares than usual. So it's like, while people might not even be directly messaging her that they thought her outfit was ugly, they were sending it to their friends, which is honestly worse.
Right, and sometimes you get a lot of shares, but you also get a lot of replies, which means everyone's just buzzing about the outfit positively. But when it's just shares, no replies.
Yeah, I never thought of that. Now I'm going to be like so aware of my shares.
Of course. Like, I never looked at my shares before.
I didn't even know that was a thing until Margo just pointed it out on the episode. So now I'm going to be like so aware of it. And when she was having her breakdown, she called me from the bathtub, hysterically crying. When I was like leaving the TPG Awards, she was in the bathtub. And I was just like, homegirl, we have been through worse. Like,
I know.
And it's just, you know what, it's easier to listen like when someone's saying like, and Margo knew it was like minutia, but like when you're in your feelings, you're in your feelings.
Yeah, and once you're in them and you've already like broken the seal of crying, you just have to ride out the cry. You can't just stop mid-cry. It doesn't just go away. You just have to cry through the night, go to sleep, wake up a brand new woman. And that's what she's doing, and she's telling you about it on The Snatcher. So I thought it was a very brave episode for considering like she's been a podcaster for a few months now, and she's already being so open and vulnerable with her audience.
She's a true influencer.
She's a true podcaster.
We're going to recap Real Housewives of New Jersey and Dallas, both of which were amazing episodes that I have a lot of thoughts on. So we will be doing that at the end of the episode.
So many thoughts. So many thoughts. It's actually not fair that Dallas and New Jersey are on the same night because it's too much premium content. I'd rather them on separate nights or group one of them with OC.
Like, no, also Monday nights are open right now on Bravo.
It's like below deck, so it's not really.
So Monday nights are open on Bravo, and
Thursday nights are open.
Yeah, Thursday's like not a Housewives night. Like Bravo is Sunday through Wednesday.
I don't know. I was just like very overwhelmed because I have so many opinions. Both seasons are incredible, and I can't wait to talk about them.
Me too. I have a lot of thoughts, so we'll get into that at the end of the episode. But before that, we gotta do our job. Am I delivery man? Because we're delivering.
We're about to deliver today the fast 5 stories that you need to know. Yes, you, before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
Great. Oh yeah. No, for sure. It's definitely time. Like I don't want to, step on anyone's toes. We need to come up with a better transition. Like I'm over. Like
You're over being RDH.
I'm over being RDH. Like I'm ruining it.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I thought you were just like, it was just getting popular.
Let's do what other podcasters do.
But I just want to say, when I do Toast membership, a lot of people have been saying recently that their favorite Toasty inside joke is RDH.
Okay.
And that they would be RDH if they did not tell us
Maybe
that.
I won't do it every day. Maybe I'll do what other podcasters do and just stop in the middle of. Today's episode is brought to you by Lovebook. They help customers express the sentiments that may be difficult to say out loud. Each book is completely customizable, but most customers use them to list the reasons why they love someone. Users can create characters that look just like themselves and the recipient, down to the outfits and accessories. While customers have the option to personalize each page as much as they like, our Express Wizard option creates a complete book with just a few options. So basically, Lovebook is such a cute idea actually for a gift. It's holiday season if you can't think of what to get someone, and materialistic things just like aren't going to cut it. Like these days, like I've gotten Ben pretty much like every Hermes belt there is out there. Like honestly, something more sentimental is like what it requires. Lovebook is such a cute idea. It's a totally customizable book where you can like create a story and the characters look just like you and Ben. Like how cute is that? Basically, like it's what Kim Kardashian did for Kim Kardashian Hollywood, like in a book, you know?
That's so cute. Honestly, Zach would love that.
Yeah.
Okay, and he doesn't watch the show, so I could get it for him and it could still be a surprise.
It is the perfect gift for all occasions like Christmas, Valentine's Day, anniversaries, and birthdays. It's not just for you, it's always a gift. It is ideal for that special someone that's really deserving of a meaningful present. If you want to check it out, learn more about it, maybe get someone for someone special in your life, visit lovebookonline.com/toast to receive a special 20% discount today, only for our listeners. So that's lovebookonline.com/toast. You'll get a special 20% discount just for you guys. Check it out. Great idea for a gift. Great idea in the middle of their sentences.
Great idea. Love it.
Do you like that transition?
Mm-hmm. Sign on. Oh, now I see what you did there.
Thank you.
Sign on. Be a good gift giver because people really respect the hell out of a
And
good
because
gift
there
giver.
aren't enough of us in the world.
There just aren't. Okay, you ready for our first story?
Okay, now I'm looking at myself in the YouTube and I'm like, damn, this headband is like a little silly. Just from the side, like it's so big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mine's a little thick too.
Yeah, we're just a couple of thick girls.
Totally. Okay, first story, crazy stuff. We reported on the Toast Instagram yesterday that R. Kelly, Surviving R. Kelly, Part 2 is coming to Lifetime in January. It's called The Reckoning, so it's obviously going to be about the past year in light of the Part 1 of the documentary.
It's confusing though because when I heard it was called The Reckoning, I thought it was going to be the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion where Lisa Vanderpump shows up.
Yeah, that is confusing, and I saw a lot of tweets where people were like, "Oh, what? Huh?"
Yeah.
But no, it's just
this is better,
The
but
Reckoning of
it
R.
is
Kelly.
confusing.
But it is confusing.
Well, The Reckoning of R. Kelly is so confusing because I'm not sure if it's happening or not.
He's been fully reckoned.
Because Joycelyn like came on Instagram, like said she was like free and that she was going to talk and she was like back with her family, and then it turned out
She's on Patreon.
Oh my God! Then it turned out that was totally fake.
What?
Yeah, and like someone was pretending to be Joycelyn
You're
to
lying.
get the Patreon money, and then it's like it was real, it wasn't real. So like, there's no way of knowing if Joycelyn is like actually free.
Oh my God.
Maybe
well,
we
I'm
need The
glad-
Reckoning.
I was actually thinking it must have been while we were away because we didn't report on it, but now I'm glad we didn't because it was fake news potentially. And it just goes to show you that if you're going to make a Patreon, go to patreon.com/themorningtoast.
Totally, we're the only ones doing it right.
Well, big news is that R. Kelly's ex-wife wants nothing to do with Surviving R. Kelly.
Is that the wife who was in the first one?
Drea Kelly.
Yeah, who they have a bunch of kids together. She was like the main
Brave
wife.
as hell.
Yeah, brave as
hell.
She was a dancer. She
And
was cute too.
I guess she was not pleased with the way that Lifetime handled some of the first season.
Oh, no.
So she will not be participating. She believes Lifetime purposefully included a clip from her segment in the first documentary in order to promote the second, which she now wants to distance herself from. The mother of three reportedly had many grievances with the network regarding the initial documentary, saying executives ignored her request by reaching out to her children and family members about Part 2.
Oh.
She also feels Lifetime failed to properly care and provide support for the victims who have already come forward.
Ooh.
Quote, she has no involvement, did not approve any footage or stills of her likeness, and is not actively promoting nor consulting the follow-up series.
I understand why she doesn't want or really need to be in the follow-up series. Like, series number 1 got the job done, and she was an integral part of it. So I don't think her not being a part of the second one has anything to do with like the way she feels about R. Kelly. Like she's like forgiven him or something. I just think it's like enough. Like eventually you do have to move on with your life,
Yeah.
and like he's no longer her husband, and she's got to move on.
Right. She said her piece. At the end of the day, he is still the father of her children, so she said what she needed to do. But now this second part, I look forward, I'll watch the entire thing, and I hope there's, it sheds light on the fact that it's not so easy to cancel someone who's so clearly a monster.
Right.
But the story's been told, and I feel like the steps are being taken.
Now it's at this point, it's just like a cash grab. Like
I just
at
feel like
first
they're
it was a story that needed to be told. Now it's like let's get viewers and ratings.
Yeah, they're trying to continue to ride
The magic.
Yeah, and I'm not against it, and I look forward to seeing it, and then I will make my judgment on whether or not it was necessary.
Yeah, I think it's definitely not necessary, but I'm still like living for it. I love just content to consume, so I'll survive.
Totally. Okay, you ready for our next?
That was a great series.
Oh my God, it was so great.
Like,
and now that I'm a lifetime like subscriber, I pay it through the nose for
Do
their
you?
movie club. And I just have every Lifetime app. Like I have the works.
Yeah.
Come over, we could watch it in HD.
I don't know. I kind of gave up on Lifetime when I was in Canada, and the only thing to watch was Lifetime, and they made me watch this terrible Christmas movie with Mayim Bialik, who like has made a career off of being a modest Jewish woman, which is why we stand. But like, what are you doing in a Christmas movie? Granted, she did play a half Jewish character who was half celebrating Christmas. She was like the Christmas cynic. She was like the Grinch. It was just like such a poorly done movie. And like she was in the airport after leaving the bed and breakfast. It was just like, it was so wannabe Hallmark, and it was just like so poorly done. And like I need my Mayim Bialik in a lot of places, and like I don't need her in a Lifetime Christmas movie.
I understand. And it just hurts me to hear that that's been your experience. I think you should come over for a day of Christmas movie watching at my place.
But like I can
Bring
barely
Theo.
I can barely get through a Hallmark Christmas movie, and I feel like I was really into them like a few years ago when we all started watching them, and like you and Margo like became so obsessed with them that like it like now I like hate it. And then in Utah we were watching, and it's like, oh, now I remember why I hate it. Like I can't suspend disbelief like that much, that hard, living in this fake fantasy world where like nobody has any real responsibilities, and like if you care about your job, you're suddenly a bad person. Like I have a lot of problems with like the ethics of Hallmark's movies.
Here's the thing, I respect your opinion, but I must let you know that what you are saying is very triggering to me.
No, I know.
And offensive.
Okay.
And I need to
Kind of like what you said about my headband.
Right, and I just need like a safe space right now.
Yeah, no, and by the way, change my mind. You know, I'm open to it. It's just like that one movie that we
But here's
watched.
the thing, I don't need to, like, I respect, like, I can see how you could say that. Like,
Yeah. And like on the beauty and like the Hallmarky and the Christmas and the lights, like I love that, but it's like the idiots in the movie, like I can't get on board. I prefer to watch geniuses like Mayim Bialik.
Well, speaking of disgusting men, Harvey Weinstein reaches a tentative $25 million deal to settle sex claims.
This is not even the most important. Like that should not be the headline. Harvey Weinstein leaves court with a walker. Did you see?
I see this.
With tennis balls.
Damn.
Oh my God, it's so weird. He looks like he doesn't need a walker. It's like such a prop. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know, the tennis balls, that's commitment.
It's makes it very believable, but it was just like such a weird flex. Like I saw the story and I was like, damn, let me look at this video. And I love watching people like walk in and out of courthouses because like they don't get escorted out the back. Like you have to live with the shame of paparazzi.
Mm-hmm.
Like that to me is one of the like, it's just as bad as going to prison. Like the shame of having to walk from the curb to your car is like, it's too much. So I wanted to watch, and I'm like, homeboy is in a wheelchair walker. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's been like a year. What has happened in a year?
I don't know. He looks awful, truly awful. Dozens of alleged victims who sued former movie producer Harvey Weinstein.
I'm sorry. I'm feeling empowered by today's episode of The Snatcher, and I need to call someone out. Your name is Kelsey Dunn. Love Claude, but I don't like the headband low bun look. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion, but like, was it absolutely necessary that you comment that? Like, I think your life would go on just as well and just as fine if you didn't leave that comment. Like, I'm gonna start calling fuckers out. Like, sorry, that was rude. I don't give a shit if you don't like it. Honestly, I'm looking in the mirror and I don't like it either. Do you think it makes me feel good to see that Kelsey Dunn doesn't like it either? Keep your fucking opinions to yourself, bitch, or don't comment on my fucking YouTube stream. Sorry. Back to Harvey Weinstein.
Glad you got that off their chest. The disgraced Hollywood mogul and the board of his bankrupt film studio have reached a tentative $25 million agreement to settle multiple claims, according to attorney Steve Berman, who represents some of the victims. If approved by a judge, the settlement would not require Weinstein to either admit to wrongdoing or pay anything personally. The money would be part of an overall $47 million deal, which would settle Weinstein's obligations and those of his former film production company, including his brother, Robert Weinstein.
But isn't he broke?
Well, actually, the film, like the company and the insurance policy would pay out this money.
Oh,
he
good.
actually wouldn't pay.
Well, good. I'm glad that everyone's getting there.
Yeah. And this isn't, I'm pretty sure, like the lawsuit is separate from the legal charges against him.
Right.
Like he's still on trial. These are for civil suits. And I'm pretty sure, I read in the Toasters, which is where I get all my facts, that these are for cases that were beyond the statute of limitation.
But you could still sue a motherfucker.
Yes.
Cool. Love
so
that.
he'll have to pay that, and I think he will still be on trial for the charges that were
right, that are
more
still
recent.
right in the last like 10 years or whatever.
Right.
So crazy. I just feel like the rise and fall of Harvey Weinstein is hysterical. Like living for it, you know?
Yeah.
And I love seeing like him like randomly popping up places. Like he went to a bar in Arizona and like got the shit beat out of him. Like
What?
he just keeps showing up in places. Someone slapped him. And then he went to that comedian thing.
Yeah,
like,
what's he doing in Arizona?
I don't know, like, why does he, I don't know if it was Arizona, it was like some desert, you know?
Okay.
And it's like, why do you keep showing up places? Like, stay in your house.
Yeah, you
like,
have a nice house, I'm
You're not
sure.
allowed, like, to be a person anymore. Like, you should move, but you have a civil suit that you gotta settle.
He can't leave the country.
Yeah.
No, he should just stay home. He should be on house arrest, like
Self-inflicted house arrest.
Thank you.
Also, I actually don't know if he could really travel with his new walker, so maybe that's why. But also, okay, so he was at that comedian thing, 3 months ago? We were talking about that on the toast. So now he needs a walker? He didn't have a walker at the comedian thing?
But he was just sitting. You wouldn't know if he had a walker. It's not like
He didn't look like he had a walker.
It's not like he got up and walked around.
But I just feel like if Harvey Weinstein had a walker, like I would have known about it. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. Well, now you do.
Right.
And you don't really see him that often. He's always just sitting, being straightly escorted to a table. Also, those court walks are very long. So maybe, yes, he can walk from the cab to the curb, but he can't walk up those steps through the judicial, down to room 304.
Did you also see Cardi B showing up to her court case?
As the Snatchler?
Yeah, as the Snatchler with a train and a hat and sunglasses and a bodyguard. She looked so chic. And while I don't believe in like the glamorization of petty crime, I do think she looked glamorous.
Right, and like you said, everyone has to do that walk, and so might as well make it work to your benefit.
Totally.
She's in the courthouse, on Vogue, in the strip club, and it's still been less than a week, you guys. Let's see what else she can do.
People in the comments are saying allegedly he was in a car accident.
Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be news?
Yeah, no, I didn't hear about that. Also, you know what's so crazy is that like Kevin Hart is still like recovering from his car accident.
Mm-hmm.
He came out recently and said he's only like 60%, 70% of the way there. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. I'm praying for him. I love him. Come back soon, Kevin.
Come back soon, Kevin. Harvey, you could stay inside your house. We don't need you.
Agreed. Fun story. You can now buy Meghan Markle's actual briefcase from Deal or No Deal.
I heard.
But it won't be cheap. You may not be able to buy the royal jewels, but you can buy something special from one royal's life. Years before Meghan Markle became the Duchess of Sussex, she was a briefcase model on the NBC game show series Deal or No Deal.
Is that what they call them, a briefcase model?
Yes, she was modeling briefcases. And now her fans have a chance to purchase her briefcase for themselves. The number 24 briefcase that Markle held on the series from 2006 to 2007 is officially up for auction via Profiles in History's Hollywood, a collector's ransom auction.
Oh my, that's crazy.
The prop is listed at number 783 on the auction list and is expected to be sold for between $4,000 and $6,000.
Can I make a great call as to who's going to buy it? Chrissy Teigen. Like she's obsessed with Meghan Markle.
No, I think Sassy Schroeder's going to buy it.
Oh, honestly, yeah.
And I think
4,000
that
to
she should buy
6,000
it.
is not that much, like for a celebrity.
No, and not for a piece of history.
Should the Toast try and buy it?
Honestly, I think that we
Oh my
should.
God, let's go to the auction.
And I would use it as a briefcase, like for all my important work.
Okay, but if we're buying it together, like you're using it as a briefcase.
Well, I'll carry your stuff too.
Okay, actually, I'm okay with that.
And you could carry the briefcase sometimes.
No,
if
it's
you
okay.
want.
You can carry it.
And we'll just show up everywhere, throw the briefcase on the table, open it up.
How much money was in her? Oh, I guess it was different for every episode, right?
Yeah.
Wow, this is such an exciting time. I didn't know that like you could just like auction. Like who owns this right now currently? Like the network?
I feel as though it would be NBC.
Or like the production company that produces.
Or
whatever.
Howie Mandel.
Or Howie Mandel, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, he brought his own briefcases to his show.
BYOB.
BYOB.
I told you I've been recently watching, I've been watching so much CNBC, which is the channel that plays Shark Tank reruns, American Greed reruns, and now Deal or No Deal.
Have you been watching any American Greed?
No, it's not my vibe. I'm not into like a serious documentary. I love a game show. So Shark Tank to me is like a game show, and then Deal or No Deal comes on after. I'm like, I just have to watch. It's such an interesting concept for a show, and it's really such a great game show that has withstood the test of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was it? It was 30 Rock when they did like a play on Deal or No Deal, and it was called like Gold Bar, and the game was like you had
but
to
all the
guess.
briefcases were so heavy, so
yeah,
you
like
could
you
tell.
knew if it had gold in it or not. Because
30
it was
Rock
heavy.
was such an amazing show. Every few years, I feel compelled to rewatch it, and I'm feeling like the urge again. It's such a good show. I don't even, like, if you were to ask me who my favorite character is, like, I literally couldn't pick between Tracy or Jenna or Jack Donaghy.
100%.
Or Kevin Parcell. It definitely is not Liz Lemon, but I feel like you're not meant to like Liz Lemon.
You're not. Shit. Did you see the new trailer for Curb?
No.
The new season is coming out. They just released the trailer, and it looks just like Curb, and I'm so excited.
Are they releasing it weekly? I don't remember, because I watched...
Yeah, it's on HBO.
It's just like a regular show? It's
Yeah.
not HBO Max? Like
No, just HBO week to week.
Because I've only
That's
watched...
a perfect show for week to week.
Really? I've only watched Curb in bulk because I watched it after like its time on air. And it's just one of those shows I like to like watch a bunch of episodes. So I don't know if I'll watch week to week. Maybe I'll just watch...
Yeah, I might do that too, but I'm just excited that it's back.
Me too. What a crazy time that like Curb is back. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've been watching Friends on Netflix, and there's like a little
I know.
little text that comes up every time you start an episode that said this title is only available till January 1st. What the fuck? I have to buy it on Amazon
Jeffrey,
Prime.
what the fuck?
Jeffrey, what the fuck? It's only $60 for the whole thing. That's like a lot of money to spend on television, but I guess it's like 8 seasons. I just feel like if I don't buy it now,
You should 100% buy it. And then the parts that were cut out, you'll rewatch
I
them.
know.
That is such a good investment for you. And for Theo and his anxiety, your anxiety, 100%. I'll buy it for you for Hanukkah.
Okay. Wow, I'm so glad I brought it up.
Happy Hanukkah. Oh, by the way, we know how we were talking about the Masterclass?
Yes.
Well, people were talking about it in the toasters, how it's an amazing gift.
Ooh.
And I don't want to spoil anything.
But Zach doesn't watch the show?
Oh, it's not for Zach. But anyways, I signed up for the Masterclass.
You did? For who?
Because they have this new promotion going on, buy one, gift one.
By the way, this is not an ad.
No, buy one, gift one free. So like,
Oh.
so I don't want to say anything else because it's a surprise.
Is this a surprise for me?
No. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
But it's like I'm not hiding it from anyone.
So
It's
do you
just,
choose one person?
okay, so you have to make an account, and then you can give someone one class, or with this promotion, you can gift them a year of unlimited classes.
Wow.
And now I also have unlimited classes, so I'm gonna do Bob Iger's, and I'm gonna do Sarah Blakely's.
Oh, we've got to have like a viewing party
Also,
of Bob Iger's.
Judd Apatow has one on
Ooh,
comedy.
ooh.
There's not one on podcasting, which I think they should get Joe Rogan to do one on podcasting.
1000%.
And not Conan O'Brien, even though I've been hearing actually really good things about his show.
Conan's podcast?
Yeah.
I've actually been hearing amazing things about Oliver and Kate Hudson's podcast.
I've been hearing good things about that one too, but
And they're-
that's not surprising.
You know, they have great social media, and they film some clips, and I was just like watching clips on their Instagram. Their Instagram already has 75,000 followers. Like, I usually hate when celebrities come into the podcasting space, but I'm really excited about it, and like, obviously we need to get on because it's a podcast about siblings.
Oh, that's a good goal. You know, just like
Yeah, let me add
short-
that to my list of goals that we were discussing yesterday.
Oh yes, please do.
I love
Please do.
having goals.
Anyways, so that was just interesting, and I feel like it's a great gift idea for people, so I just wanted to share that factoid that I learned about, obviously, in the Toasters group.
Okay, added.
Like Gordon Ramsay teaches a cooking class.
Yeah, I heard, I saw comments on the Toasters group about someone who did that. I just don't know how to cook or like to cook, so.
Martin Scorsese teaches filmmaking.
Oh, great. How to make a 3-hour movie that nobody likes.
Okay, how to make Shutter Island, though.
Okay.
And yeah. Oh, you know what I did yesterday that I just wanted a way to segue into? So we were talking about our end of decade playlist.
Yeah.
And I had my biggest artist for the decade, but I didn't have my biggest songs and my top 5 artists, and I just found it to be so interesting.
Okay.
So I'd like to share with the class.
Please share with the class, sis.
Okay, because as everyone knows, my number 1 artist of the decade was Little Mix.
Which makes sense.
Number 2, Kelly Clarkson.
Makes more sense.
Number 3, Rascal Flatts.
Makes a lot of sense.
Number 4, One Direction.
Makes a lot of sense.
Number 5, Ariana Grande.
Wow, consistent.
Makes so much sense.
I've been listening every morning to my 2019 Wrapped playlist, and I'm just like, damn, I have such good taste in music.
No, it's so fun.
Except, does anyone have like a rogue song in there, like that you've never heard? There is a random Frank Sinatra song in my Wrapped playlist.
Really?
And I don't share an account with anyone. Like, it's so weird.
That's so weird. I'm sure you can delete it, but
It's just a fluke for sure.
there's no way. It's data.
No, I know, but it's so weird.
Do you want to hear something more interesting that I found to be so interesting? My top songs of the decade.
Okay.
The song that I listened to most in the last 10 years. You're never going to guess it.
Okay, what is it?
Fight Song.
Wow, you're such a loser.
Number 2, Love Me Like You Do. I love that song.
You do love that song.
Number 3, Steal My Girl.
Everybody wanna steal my girl, but you can have her cause she's a total bitch. Remember that Vine?
No.
Vine, honestly, I've been like alive in the age of TikTok these days, but it's really bringing me back to those Vine
It is
days.
Vine.
When I used to just like scroll, and like people were just so funny and creative, and now, certain things, remember I said johnmayer.com, like things just stick with you
Yeah.
in music. I can't listen to Steal My Girl without being like, but you can never cause she's a total bitch.
That's so funny. I'm loving TikTok, and I'm so here for it, and I have so
Follow
many thoughts.
us, Girl with No Job, Jackie O.
And I think it's just great. Like, TikTok is making me excited to have children because I think it's a great creative outlet for children.
And by the way, I've been seeing like a lot of the posts that go viral that end up on my For You page. It's just like, it's such an eclectic, different group of people. It's like, it's for everyone. Do you know what I
It's
mean?
for everyone, and it just makes me a little sad because growing up, like, I would have loved TikTok. All we did growing up was makeup dances,
Yeah.
like copy dances that we saw on TV. Like, we would have been TikTok queens.
No, we would have been like literally
Like,
queens.
Right now in my life, I don't have the time to make up a dance, and I also don't have the time to like learn a dance from a video.
Also, I'm like too self-aware now to realize like I'm not that good of a dancer. You know, it's like when I was a kid, I thought I was like a fucking Beyonce. And now it's like I filmed myself dancing yesterday and I was like, oh my God, I'm a terrible dancer. Is this what I look like in the club?
No. You look cool in the club.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean, club is like, I can fist pump with the best of them, but I can't just be like,
oh.
Like, that's just not me, you know?
No, in the club, I need a couple square feet to myself.
Yeah, of course,
and I'm
self-expression.
Just like, I'm in a music video.
I haven't been to a club in a long time. I was actually thinking of getting like a group chat started. I might be having a GNO on Saturday.
Oh, you know what? I actually had a month, yes, I'm in.
Oh, you're in?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I would start a group chat because...
I think Danny's in town.
Oh, no
That's
way!
right. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, my, this is like the episode of Friends where they have a friend. You know what? I can't remember his name, which is so weird because I know everything. I think his name is... Whatever. Like, they have this one friend. It's like when he comes to town, it's like... You know, you end up on a yacht in the middle of nowhere. And that's Danny.
Totally.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. GNO.
Let's
gender
go.
reservation. Because I'm really
GNO.
excited like for the weekend, but it doesn't really feel like the weekend because I have to work Friday night. Turning Stone Casino, tickets available at girlwithnojob.com. Like I get
Here's the thing, I don't want to spoil your show for anyone.
Okay.
But I just want to give them a taste of what they can expect.
Okay. Stones being turned, yeah, for sure. So I get emails every day with like updated ticket counts for all my shows, and it's a big chart. And I was looking yesterday. I never really look at them because like you bitches sell all my shows out. I'm like I don't really need to sell tickets because I love you guys so much. And it's a chart, and like it usually goes on for like I scroll. Literally, my chart is so little now because I only have 7 shows left. You guys.
Are you going to be okay?
No.
I think you're going to go through withdrawal.
I know. I'll figure it out.
Is anyone interested in hearing the rest of my top songs of the decade?
Honestly, no.
Really?
But I love you and I'll let you if you
Okay,
want.
number 4. Number 4 is Take Your Time by Sam Smith.
That's such a good
Sam
song.
Hunt.
Sam Smith, yeah.
And number 5 is Dance With Me by Kelly Clarkson. Honestly,
Such a good
I'm
song.
a woman of taste and I'm a woman of consistency.
Can we talk about Sam Smith for a minute?
Yes.
His debut album was like, I think one of the, like for me, like.
There. And that's actually a segue into our next story.
I'm so sorry, you're right. Okay, go.
That's a segue into our next story because Merriam-Webster's word of the year for 2019 is... they. Our word of the year for 2019 is they. It reflects a surprising fact. Even a basic term, a personal pronoun, can rise to the top of our data. I guess their word of the year is chosen based on trends.
Right, and obviously
Trends in
they...
people.
Is it them or they?
It's the word is they. Although our lookups are often driven by events in the news, the dictionary is also a prime resource for information about language itself, and the shifting use of they has been the subject of increasing study and commentary in recent years. Lookups
Right.
for they increased by 313% in 2019 over the previous year. So it's they, but not the definition of plural, but the definition of someone who is
It's a binary term now.
non-binary.
Right.
So
Interesting.
Super, super interesting.
I'll still never get over the year Merriam-Webster made justice the year of the word of the year, when like we were so clearly a part of that.
Well, here's the confusion now because Merriam-Webster and Dictionary.com's word of the year are becoming to me like Miss USA and Miss America, where it's like I forget which one's the thirsty one, which one's
right.
the
No, which one's like
one.
prestigious and which one's like trash.
And not Urban Dictionary. I wonder what their word of the year is.
By the way, they totally have one. I'm gonna look it up.
100%. But Dictionary.com, we just reported. What was their word of the year? We just reported it.
Yeah, it was Oh, I know. Actually,
Oh, existential.
Existential. Wow. Oh my God. For someone with no memory, I remembered something so
It's
random.
way existential. So I guess Merriam-Webster is by trend, and Dictionary.com is just by like their editor's pick.
Urban Decay does not have Urban Dictionary.
And I also can't say Merriam-Webster without define stalker.
Divine stalker, Miss Merriam-Webster.
Merriam-Webster.
I have a lot to talk about with that. So while Urban Dictionary does not have a word of the year, would you like to know the word of the day? It's a puppy pile, a large pile of people of mixed sexes cuddling and or heavily petting each other, usually while clothes on, but sometimes without. Not an orgy, usually done only by people who love and or trust each other, not always sexual, sometimes just a physical expression of love or endearment amongst multiple participants. Originates from the carefree, innocent love and romping play that puppies indulge in before they know better.
Oh, it's about puppies or humans doing
Humans, but that's where it originated from.
Because I mean, if that's your thing, I'm happy for you to know that I am, but that sounds like my personal nightmare.
Yeah, no, like so many people in my bed. Like, get out. I want to watch Shark Tank and go to sleep.
100%. Okay, so here are the other top 10 words of the year, and I guess it's based on trends and what people looked up on Merriam-Webster.
Okay.
Number 1, quid pro quo. Number 2, impeach. Number 3, crawdad. I'm not sure what it means. It's a kind of animal. Cute. 4, egregious. 5, clemency. 6, the.
Oh my God, Kim Kardashian is totally responsible for clemency.
Oh my God, yeah.
Also, what was the word before that? Egregious.
Egregious. It's because the pilot on the Boeing flight used the word in describing the planes, the 737 MAX
Egregious,
planes.
and also, you don't need to explain yourself. Egregious is a great word. And
yeah.
I honestly, like, kind of how Cher Horowitz wants to start using sporadically. I feel like egregious is definitely a word I should start including, like, in my tour or something.
Yeah, it would be honestly egregious if you didn't.
Yeah, no, also just, like, there's something inherently funny about the word egregious. I can't explain it. I just think it would be egregious Philbin. I'm going to start using it.
Number
completely
6.
egregiously.
Number 6, the. Number 7, snitty.
The?
Snitty is a good word. It's disagreeably ill-tempered, like me at a CVS self-checkout machine.
Totally. Or me if I
Snitty
haven't
as
eaten.
hell. 8, tergiversation. Never heard of it.
Me neither.
It was their top lookup on January 24th. It can mean the evasion of straightforward action or clear-cut statement. Ooh, someone who's like
Wishy-washy.
evading. I prefer the word evading. 9, camp. Oh my God. 1, because the Met Gala. 2,
Right.
because Camp Toast. And 3, because Counselor Snitch.
I mean, honestly, I find like linguistics to be triggering. I know I spoke about this earlier. Maybe it was last week when we were doing dictionary word of the day. Because I took a linguistics class in college that really traumatized me. So I'm really over this story, honestly.
Okay, but can I just do something interesting where they have the passwords of the year, just to remind everyone?
Yeah.
2018, justice. 2017, feminism. 2016.
Oh my God. I thought you meant, oh my God. You said the past words of the year, but you said it fast. I think you meant the passwords of the year, like what people were most likely to make their passwords.
Oh, it's always passwords.
And I thought that was interesting.
Oh, sorry. No, but what it's been for the past 10 years. 2008 was bailout. They're really onto something here.
Oh yeah, Freddie Mac. Right?
You've been watching American Greed, huh?
No, I just
Gotta
like,
watch The Big Short.
I just remember when everyone was talking about the economy and like there were buyouts happening. It was like these banks had like old lady names like Leslie. Remember?
Yeah.
I was like Fannie Mae. I'm like, who the fuck? Whose mom is that? I was so confused. Like I just didn't understand like why banks had real people named like Susan. Also like Merrill Lynch. It's like whose grandma is that?
Who's Meryl?
Yeah.
Okay, 5th and final story, even though it keeps feeling like it's been the 5th and final
No,
story.
we're being very final.
IHOP is opening a new fast casual chain that has to-go pancake bowls and a DIY pancake bar.
I'm done with IHOP. Like
Really? Look how cute that looks. It's called Flipped by
it's an
IHOP.
incredibly cute name, but ever since they played that stupid prank on us where we thought that they rebranded to IHOB, International House of Burgers, and it was like a breakfast, and it was like a total prank with Jonathan Chaba, like I just am over them, like because I really thought that was their name, and then they put so much press into like the prank, and then not enough press into letting everyone know that it was the prank. So I think there are a lot of people out there who still think that they're going to change their name to IHOB.
I agree with you.
But this is like a cute concept.
Who still think that this is a cute concept. Also, I think this is very timely for them because fast casual is all the rage these days, and there really isn't like a great breakfast fast casual place. But also, IHOP isn't what you think of when you think of like Chipotle.
Jackie, you hit the nail on the head right there, and me and Ben have been saying this for years because I went to Chicago for the first time like 8 years ago to be on the Steve Harvey show, remember?
That wasn't 8 years ago.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
I was still in college.
Okay, but I think it was what year is it? It's 2019. It always comes up on my time hop.
Oh, does it? And I wear that ugly Ted Baker
I think
shirt.
no, but I wasn't in college, so it has to have been 5 years ago.
Okay, 5 years ago. Ben came with me.
That shirt wasn't ugly. You looked great.
Okay, thank you. I was just so, what's the word? Fat. So I like how I say was, like as if I'm still not. I just like was really fat back then. So me and Ben spent the weekend in Chicago because like I'd never been on TV, and we were just like celebrating. And we went to this random place for breakfast before our flight, and it was called Yoke. And it was incredible. It wasn't like a Chipotle because it was still like sit down diner, but it was just, I can't explain it in any other way. And we thought we had like stumbled upon this like hole in the wall when it turns out it's like a huge like regional franchise.
Yeah.
And Ben loved it so much, like he called the owner and tried to get one opened up in New York. And like honestly, there is a gap in the market. Like I think if there was a Yoke in New York, like you would love it. It's like it's a diner, but it's like, it's not all over the place. Like it's just breakfast food.
Yeah.
And it's really like curated, like of like frittatas. Like it's really
No,
like,
and then people would be eating breakfast food for lunch and for dinner, and
Yeah,
just
they're
making
open all day.
breakfast food more of like
Accessible.
an all day thing. I think we could go for that.
I just love Yoke. I will definitely be having it when I'm in Chicago next week. Tickets available at girlwithnojob.com. Very few left though, so just get it.
Yeah, just get it. Okay.
Let's get it.
Are we ready to recap? Honestly,
Yes. Oh my God.
All day yesterday, I was really thinking about our dear toasters and Coach Carr.
Oh, by the way, Coach Carr. That's funny. What about Trank Pack?
Yeah, no, I was feeling for her,
Yeah.
obviously. And I don't know, they really stuck with me.
Should I see if we got any emails like with updates or anything? Because like some of them might have been old. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
let me just
could check. I don't think that we would have, but they were just sticking with me. And I was thinking about the grandma who made the comment about
by the way,
the food, aka D. Simmons.
Oh, by the way, that's what I was thinking about too.
Yeah. And I was really thinking I feel strongly that
we got an update. Boyfriend with nude Polaroids.
Oh my God. And I was thinking about her too. And I was like, oh my God, I have to burn my apartment.
I gotta say, I completely forgot I even sent that email. So when you guys read it during the show yesterday, I almost shit my pants at work, but I'm so honored and grateful for all of the insight you guys provided. The update is that after I destroyed the photos/cards and wrote you the email, I didn't tell a soul and spiraled in my own head for a few days, just trying to act normal around him and shake it off. I pretty much decided that I wasn't gonna say anything unless he brought it up or gave me a reason to. It's been a few months, he hasn't said anything. The box has remained where I put it, which makes me think that indeed guys are just stupid and he probably didn't realize what he was holding on to. I eventually told some friends who also talked me off the ledge, confirming that it was probably just that case, and then most of what you guys said yesterday further cemented that for me, so thank you. Also, thank you for the lols, because I was dying when Jackie said that she would burn her apartment down if this is what happened to her, and when you said maybe he's sneaking in there to whack off to the pics. After a few months of living together, I feel like we are more solid than ever. We will probably get married, etc., etc. So right now I'm feeling good. That being said, if I ever see something with this girl, or anyone for that matter, that makes me uncomfortable or gives me a reason to bring this up, I will absolutely come clean about the situation, explain why it bothered me, and get his side of the story. But so far it hasn't come up, and honestly, hopefully, I don't think that it ever will. Pick of us. Oh my God, they're so cute. Oh my God, she's coming to the Beacon. I'm dead. Okay, wait, they're so cute. He's hot. So is she.
Oh, super
Cuties.
cute. Okay, wow. I'm so glad that this worked out. I'm so glad we didn't jump to conclusions, or that you didn't jump to conclusions when this happened. And I'm really happy for everyone involved. And also, when he eventually realizes in years, maybe when you move, whatever, like, you just, like, you have to have, like, a cute little, like, nude calendar ready for him, been like, I got you.
Khloe Kardashian, like what she did for Lamar. Also, if we've ever answered your Dear Toasters, please write us email updates. We really love it.
Yeah, especially, like, Coach Carr, please let me know.
I need to know what happens with Train Pack.
I need to know.
Okay, let's jump in. Real Housewives of New Jersey aired first, so let's talk about it first. They finish their trip in Jamaica. They get home. We know that Joe's appeal gets denied. Jennifer does her roast, and I have a lot of thoughts about it.
Let's go.
Think, first of all, she's great at impressions. Like, and I love that the editors cut up like what she was referring to, because I never realized that Margo says, by the way, so much. And I thought all of her impressions were spot on. They were funny. They weren't too mean, except like
Jackie.
Yeah, I thought. By the way, of all the things Jackie's ever gotten mad at, like the Merriam-Webster thing, like was not offensive. Like I will stand by that.
What she said wasn't offensive, but the fact that she wasn't there and she's doing it in front of people who hate her, that's only mean.
I just think she was being sensitive. But so, and
I don't think so.
This whole time, I've just like been not liking her because I think she's like so sensitive and like feels the need to like talk everything through. And now I feel like would be a real time for her to have a legitimate gripe, and she didn't say anything.
She couldn't, or else she would have been sensitive Sally.
Right, and honestly, like it kind of made me like really like sad for her, because then Dolores like finally respected her, like, and gave her like a half-assed apology.
It's like, not until you can joke about your eating disorder.
Yeah,
it was just a true friend.
Everyone really got like surface jokes. Like Melissa loves to take selfies. She's so cute. Teresa loves her tight ass. And it's just like Jackie's.
And it's like all of those people actually have other like big things going on that she clearly ignored.
Right, she could have spoken about Joe's deportation. Like that would have been the same.
Right.
I thought it was really mean, and I was like really like surprised that she like took it as a good sport when she really like shouldn't have.
She didn't have a choice.
She didn't have a choice. Like that was sad. It's like they beat her down so hard.
No, it wasn't cool.
But I still don't like Jackie. Sorry, I can't get with her.
I like her.
Oh, and then what really bothered me was Melissa and Jackie sitting at cocktails, like talking about how Jennifer is like so far up Teresa's ass, like which she is, and like making fun of her. It's like, Jackie, that was literally you last season. Like you worked so fucking hard to become Margaret and Melissa's best friend, like so far up their ass, like making your husbands all be best friends. Like it's fine, just own it. Like don't make fun of Jennifer for doing exactly what you did. She's just like a little bit less subtle about it.
Yeah, no, I didn't think there was anything. I thought they were being funny, and it's like, yeah, I am curious to see if she's gonna roast those two, because she is keen on.
I love Jennifer.
On keeping them happy. I love Jennifer. So brave of her to do stand up in front of her friends. Like it's hard to do stand up anywhere.
But she's funny. Like
she is funny.
I get what she's been saying this whole time. Like she really is a comedian, and that's what I love about this show. It's like I feel like before she went on Housewives, she was kind of like just like a subdued, almost like housewife, because that was like the role she was playing, like mom. And I feel like this show really let her like come into her own. Like I feel like she's so into herself now, and like she's getting to express herself. Like when would she have ever done stand up before this?
Yeah, and now she's like the housewife comedian.
When it's clearly a passion of hers.
We don't have one.
We don't have one. She needs to go on tour with the Countess.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good episode. The trip is just like so low budget. Like there's something about it that just like really is like so not housewifey.
I guess. I think the only thing that was weird to me was like the 2 rooms and the disparity between the two. Like, why couldn't you get 2 villas, 3 and 3? Like
totally.
But everything
also,
else looked really fun, honestly.
But it was also, remember, like when they went with the dolphins, and then they were all like, "Let's just split up." It was so obvious that like they were all, that was like an acting thing. Like, I saw a spa at the gym today. Want to go?
Yeah.
It was like you clearly already had an appointment.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, I can't even remember what really happened on Jersey because I watched Dallas after, and Dallas took the cake.
Dallas took the cake. Nothing really happened on Jersey. They wrapped up the trip. There was really no fighting. Dolores and Jackie like kind of made peace. Everyone really did feel bad for Jackie, which made me feel like happy that they were all on the right side of history. And then there was a whole storyline about Dolores and her situation with the house and Mike and what's his name? David. And it's just so silly. Like, I feel like Dolores is really contradicting herself because she keeps saying how content she is. Like, she's not bothered by the fact that he works so much. She totally understands and she's really happy in her life. Yet, she won't move in without a commitment. It's like, why?
Right. And is she trying to get married again?
I don't know. Well, yeah, she said she wants a ring. And it's like, this is what we always say. Like, someone like Dolores does not need to be getting married again. Like, she's so happy in her life. She's making a lot of her own money now from the show. Like, be an independent woman.
Yeah.
Have a partner.
But I guess it's like, if she moves in with him and they could just break up, and when you don't have like anything legal bounding you together, it makes it really easy to, then you're always just on edge. Like, am I going to be kicked out of this house soon?
Right. But then it's like, if she gets kicked out, she just goes back to living with Frank. I love Frank.
I mean, they're the throuple that we need.
No, and like Frank being like a full-time cast member when he's actually not even married to anyone is so funny.
No, and him like starting stuff, like telling David what Dolores said next week. He's like cheersing and starting things.
Totally.
And I'm all about it.
No, he's so funny. He's a cutie, and he birthed the other Frank Catania, so like we're grateful.
We are grateful, and thank you to Malzone's Tuxedos.
Yes, of course, always. Okay, let's jump in to Real Housewives of Dallas, where we wrapped up our trip in Thailand. So much happened. We picked up the episode where we left off, which was like the weird temper tantrum Leanne was throwing when they got back from the ping pong show. And you know what was so weird? They went straight to the next morning when they had footage from the night before. Remember of Cameron crying. So I don't know why they just didn't go chronologically, because it seemed like a lot happened that we didn't know about, because you thought everyone just went to bed. But no, Cameron and Carrie and Brandy went to the roof, got drinks. Like, first of all, I'm just loving Carrie. She seems like such a good time. They were getting drinks, and then Cameron told them to come to her room, where she was hysterically crying because Leanne tried to make her feel bad that people in Dallas are going to be talking about her for going to the red light district and like giving her such a pit for absolutely no reason.
For absolutely no reason. And that's what she said to Deandra when she was being friends with Brandy. Like,
and also that's what she said to Stephanie. I love that they clipped back to that, because I totally forgot that this is like a trend that Leanne does. She makes people feel bad that their reputation's going to be taken down for doing certain things or being friends with certain people. It's such a weird like character trait.
No, it's such a weird thing to say, and I'm glad that she was called out for it, and especially like for Cameron, who I think already is just so like nervous about being on the show, and she said when she came on this show that it's not well received in Dallas, and like so everything that she does I'm sure is under a microscope. So like to go from a high, Cameron was having the best time in Thailand, like drinking, making new friends, and to go from that high to like, oh my god, I just ruined my life, like
moral hangover.
For Cameron, like she married into this, and it's like, I did this to my husband's family, like, oh my god, I had such a pit for her.
Me too.
And I just want to say, and I say it every week, I'm in love with Cameron.
Me too.
And even
though she was really disappointing me at the end.
It was a disappointment. I understand why to everyone else it was, because they thought finally she was going to turn. But for Cameron, this is the first time her best friend Leanne has done something to wrong her. And one, you don't just end a friendship over one thing.
But they not end a friendship, but in order to have a healthy friendship with someone, you have to be open with them.
She was open, and then two, at the table when everyone is sitting there talking about and ganging up on your friend, and it's something that you already kind of buried, you're not gonna join the pile-on. You're just not. Like, that's her closest friend at the table. Why would she be with these? Like, I agree with what all the other women were saying, because they've seen this so many times, but for Cameron, one instance isn't just gonna make her flip, because she's a loyal friend.
No, totally.
And also, even if she's gonna end her friendship with Leanne, it's not gonna be in front of all these women who she knows, like, because she still cares about Leanne. And to me, it just made Cameron even more relatable, and like the fact, it just shows that she has she considered Leanne a real friend.
No, because even one-on-one with Leanne, she wasn't being upfront. Like, when she goes back to the room, and first of all, Leanne slams the door in her face and leaves Cameron out there like a little doggy. Like, that was one of the saddest things ever.
But by the way, that's number two.
So it's like, no, but even after that, now they're alone, one-on-one. Like, she can't even be upfront. Somehow Leanne's sitting on the floor crying, and Cameron's hugging her. Like,
right, because I think she's just like humbling herself, and it's like, I understand that I'm upset, but so is Leanne. And she was just trying to be a good friend.
I was getting really like fed up. Because it's like a friendship, it's supposed to be like an equal partnership, and it's not equal.
Yeah, this to me is like reminding me like with LVP in the magazines and Kyle, and like Kyle almost turned but she didn't. Like but eventually she does because it builds up.
Right.
We're still at magazine stage 1.
We're still, yeah, no, for sure.
Except after
and
next
I didn't want
week.
them to end their friendship, but it's like, someone's your friend, like you have to tell them what they did wasn't okay.
And she felt that she did.
Okay.
I know, I just like saw it from her perspective where it's like, yes, I'm hurt, but also this person is my friend and I'm not gonna like dig in on their pain right now.
But in her side interview, she was being way more direct. So I almost feel like something else had to happen.
Agreed, because things are very different now.
And I want to talk about the elephant in the room, which is the Mexican thing.
Oh my God, in this episode, I thought last episode was like,
the worst it could be.
That was the worst it could be. In this episode, it is atrocious.
It's so much worse, and I get why Cameron, she was like, I'm obviously not going to stand here right now and tell Carrie what Leanne has been saying about her because it's going to ruin the trip, but it's like...
Ruin the trip more,
and it's like, but Leanne has been saying this stuff since their first trip to Mexico, like she's been saying, like alluding to it, and I just don't know why no one has brought it up yet, and we see in the preview for next week that it's the season finale, which I feel like happened really fast, that it gets brought up, and it's like the whole topic of conversation at Bruin's party, but it's almost like, why wasn't this brought up sooner? Like, Carrie and Leanne have had such a treacherous friendship, and there's like a huge elephant in the room as to why they can't get along, and it's like obviously because Leanne feels a certain type of way about Carrie, and no one's telling Carrie like what that is.
What did Leanne say in Mexico about her?
She said it in her confessional, not in Mexico.
Okay, so,
but like they film those confessionals the week of. They film every week.
Yeah, so I guess for the other women, Thailand was the first time they were hearing it.
Yeah, I guess.
And Cameron, the minute she got home and had one-on-one time in the car with Carrie when they're going to the final party, she tells her. So I think...
I hope Carrie like doesn't get hurt. It's like such a mean thing to say.
Oh my God, it's awful. It's real, like it was so...
Like imagine if someone like who you weren't getting along with, you found out they were just like behind your back being like, that fucking Jew.
That
like,
chirping Jew.
Oh my God, I would die. Like I would cry in my car. Like it's really, really upsetting. So I like want her to find out obviously, but like it's so hurtful that I don't even know. And I really, I need to know like what sort of consequences are going to be taken because this is like a level of like pettiness that hasn't ever really been like breached on Housewives. Like people say the most horrible things to each other, like you threw your mother down the stairs, but they never go like racist, and it's unprecedented. And I kind of hope that like whatever action is taken is like ruled with an iron fist. Like it's really not okay.
Well, someone commented earlier in the stream that on Watch What Happens Live, which I didn't watch, what Andy said like made it seem like Leanne will be getting fired.
Oh my God.
But I didn't see it.
With Deandra, or who was on last night? Deandra. No.
Jamie Lynn Sigler and Dolores.
Dolores, yes. Oh, okay, well I want to hear.
I didn't see it though, so I just saw a comment that said that. I agree that
it has to be taken seriously.
It's more than just addressing it at the reunion and having Leanne apologize. Because she said it in her candidly and in her confessionals, and it's so unacceptable.
Yeah, it's kind of like how there weirdly is a line in Housewives, and it's like Phaedra crossed that line when she did that thing of saying Candy like drugged people and had sex with them, and like that's why she got fired. Like, and I, as much as I love Phaedra, like I do think that was the right thing to do. Like you can't take it that far. And to me, this is the same. It's much worse, honestly. So if something has to be done.
Yeah,
it's really not okay, and I'm really curious to see how they handle it. Like because everything is so delayed. Like now people are seeing it. Now people are talking about it on social media. Have they filmed the reunion yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Cameron just posted a
she
snatched
looked
look.
like Nicole Kidman. I need to see like where we're at, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. Then the season finale looks so good.
I think and I called you because I was so shook because I actually had to rewind because I couldn't recognize whose voice it was because they got someone saying something on mic that he wasn't filming. So I was like, whose voice is that? It sounded so unfamiliar. I rewinded and it was Court Westcott, Cameron's husband, being like, you got to stay away from her with that racist shit. Like telling Cameron like, you can be on the show, like do whatever you want, but like you cannot be friends with someone who says that. Like that's not okay. So I like that he's guiding her towards the light.
So I'm so looking forward to next week. Also, did you see that Bravo next week is doing OC 2 nights, like the finale on Tuesday and the reunion on Wednesday?
I think they're having problems with ratings on OC, so they're trying to like either change things to like jumpstart some ratings or get the season to end faster.
Perhaps, but I kind of like that because I watch week to week so that we can talk about it on the show, but these 2 seasons would be so much better if I could just binge watch them.
I mean, everything, Netflix has ruined like week to week television for me. I love watching things in bulk. I would love to watch Housewives, like binge it, but we can't because we talk about it on the show. So I think that's actually cool. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Or maybe like they don't want to go into Christmas, you know, like with the weeks.
Yeah, maybe because like you don't want to wait for a reunion.
Right, and it's like if you do 2 in 1 week, they'll end right before New Year's as opposed to after New Year's where it's like the year's over. Like
yeah, and Vanderpump Rules is premiering on the Tuesday, so OC might be like done by then or whatever. So interesting. I just like Cam is everything to me this season.
She was looking,
and Brandy and Stephanie were just like the most logical people on this entire trip.
Yeah, and I totally get why Brandy got up from the table. Like, first of all, that dinner was just a shit show.
Torture.
And I get it. It's like Brandy has been like, she's like of all them that can put up with Leanne the least. And Leanne has been so Leanne this trip. And Brandy has just like stood and taken it. But like eventually she just hit a wall. And I totally get it. Even though the conversation had nothing to do with her. Like sometimes you just can't be in the presence of someone so unreasonable.
No, I totally understood. That was the craziest dinner ever.
No, totally.
And Deandra was just like living for the reckoning of Leanne.
Deandra doesn't know how to be a human being. Like she has no like social conduct and she just like piles on and it's like, Deandra, you're in the right here. Just like sit down.
Yeah, just take the win. Let it happen in front of you.
Even when she was like, exactly. Like, and Leanne was like, okay, you don't have to like just Deandra. Like sometimes just like shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no.
You know what was really bothering me was that they all got those purses, which are really cute. And when Cameron came to Deandra and Carrie's room, Cameron was wearing like an orange pink dress and a brown bag, and then
Carrie had an orange purse.
And a nude outfit. Like they should have switched bags. It was bothering me so much.
Yeah, those bags were really cute.
Yeah, I thought they were so cute.
I want one.
And they like that they're just so cute, you know?
Carrie talking about how she negotiates everything when she came to America.
So funny.
She tried to negotiate. So funny.
But that's so true. Like it's definitely a cultural thing. Like in Israel, like you're supposed to negotiate. Like you're never supposed to just like pay what people tell you. Like,
which is
even in like a restaurant. Like
crazy
it's just
to think about.
Because that's not a thing.
No,
it's so funny.
It's like the price is the price.
I like Carrie a lot. Like I hope she stays.
Yeah, and I was reading Twitter, which I don't know why, and people were saying like the cast is going to be so shaken up next season. Like we're just like Carrie's going. No, I think everyone's going to stay except Leanne.
Maybe Leanne. I think that they have to get rid of. It's just so weird. It's like I understand like if you feel a certain way about someone, but you're on TV, like you know what you shouldn't say, and like one time it slips, but like literally 4 times. That means she thinks it's an okay thing to say.
Yeah, that she doesn't realize that it's wrong.
Which is even worse.
Yeah. It's really crazy times over there in Dallas.
Yeah, but it's actually really turned around. I was like a little trepidatious at the beginning of the season, not sure where we were gonna go, but I think it's been such a great season. I think this trip to Thailand was a really important trip, and I think all the women like are really fostering.
Was it up to your standards in terms of?
Oh my God, yes!
Okay.
It was so luxe. Like, do you see the difference in Jamaica versus Thailand? Like, not only the destination, but like the level of hotel. Like, they looked like they were at like an all-inclusive resort. Like me and my friends would go to.
And everyone was like in a presidential suite, not just like a one-bedroom situation.
Yeah, everyone had just as nice. I mean, Brandy and Stephanie's suite was so nice, and I thought it was so cute that like Travis stayed there with them for a night. Like, I love Travis. The level, and to me, it's like New Jersey is more of a franchise than Dallas is. Like, if Dallas got canceled, like, I wouldn't be surprised. I would be sad, obviously, but it's like it's still new. So for them to have gotten such a luxe trip, and the Jersey Housewives who have been around for 15 seasons, like going to slumming it in Jamaica, like.
I don't think Teresa can go very far because of her kids and her situation. Like I don't think she can be on a completely other time zone. Like they
had to go to a different beach to go to the beach. Like, do you know what I mean? It's been a weird trip.
Why can't they just go to the Bahamas though? Like that when the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills went to Bahamas.
The SLS Bahamar. Oh no, they went to Rosewood Bahamar.
Mwah.
I loved that hotel, and we had such a great time there on your bachelorette party.
Me too.
I have such fond memories of Bahamar, like of just like the people on your bachelorette party. Like it was just
the Pliny vibes.
Yeah, like the bachelorette parties are hard, like mixing camp, school, college, home friends, and it was just such a good time.
It was such a good time.
We need to go back.
Yeah,
girls trip.
Anytime.
Anytime I will go.
GNO. GNT.
Girls night. No, GTO. Girls trip out.
Yeah.
Well, just GT. Girls trip.
Girls trip.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching the Morning Toast Millennium Morning Show. If you want to get our shirts, these are available at shopmorningtoast.com. I believe the black is still available. Yeah.
Black is still available. White is still available. The white is the new color, but both are available now at shopmorningtoast.com. So make sure to snag one up. Honestly, it's the easiest thing to wear when you just want to be like cute. You can go to sleep. You can hit the clubs. Just depends on what shoes you're wearing.
You can definitely hit the clubs.
You can throw on a headband and just change the whole game.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the Morning Toast Millennium Morning Show, where we go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast pretty much anywhere podcasts can be found. So that's iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Public Radio, iHeartRadio, CastBox, all the places. So wherever you watch, listen, give a 5-star review, talk about how beautiful, stunning, and smart we are. We love you guys so much. We will see you tomorrow on Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.